Okay, so today I wanted to give you guys my review of the Dallas Wings and Minnesota Lynx game. So this is the first regular season game. I'm going to start off on the Dallas side and everything like that. I always start off with Paige anyway, so she had 10 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 0 steals, and 1 block. Okay. And then this is the whole chart and everything like that. And so I will say, obviously not Paige's best showing and everything like that. I think that there's multiple things that go into that, and I think there's a lot of positives to take from her for today's game. So number one, I agree with this tweet, and I will show it later, but Paige needs to be the number one option. She needs to be the number one option. It's really that simple at the end of the day. Her and Arike got to be, the top scorers and the top options on this team. Like, that's just is what it is. And it's very frustrating to see her not running the point the majority of the time. I'm sorry. She's giving them the ball, they're not giving it back, and they're doing bullshit. I literally thought Myisha Hines-Allen, I thought she was a guard. Apparently she's a fucking center. Why the fuck are you playing the point guard position then? I'm sorry. 70-80% of the time, Paige should be running the ball up the floor. It is that simple. It is that simple. Okay, when you see the offense and what it looks like when Paige is not running it, it is so different. It is so different. Paige knows what she's doing. She knows how to run the floor. She knows how to set up easy scoring opportunities for her teammates, the spacing, taking pressure off. She's just a really crafty and smart basketball player in running the floor. So why Paige is not running it the majority of the time is completely beyond me. The ball needs to be in Paige's hands, okay? And there should not be an offensive possession where the ball does not touch Paige's hands. I'm sorry. It was so frustrating over and over and over again to see the same shit. Give Paige the fucking ball. When you put the ball in Paige's hands, good things happen. Stop playing this hero ball. Stop saying this selfish ball and give Paige the fucking ball. I don't know what's so hard about that. And, the coach got to be on their ass about that because too many times I saw them not giving the ball back to her and turning the ball over. The turnovers this game was ridiculous. I don't know how many they had as a team. And just stupid shit like that. That was really pissing me off. So the offense needs to run through Paige the majority of the time. Sometimes she can play off ball, sure, 20-30% of the time. But majority of the time, Paige needs to be running the floor. And they need to get Paige more touches. There was a point where there's multiple possessions without Paige touching the ball at all, okay? And toward the stretch, she was just aggressive and hunting her shot. And I like to see that from her. I like to see that from her. She's like, fuck it, we ball. And she was trying and everything like that. Not her most efficient game. 42.5% true shooting, and she had 2 turnovers, I believe. So not her best in that regard, but I appreciate that she was aggressive and hunting for her shot and that she's trying, and eventually those shots are going to fall. Sometimes it's not your best shooting night, but I appreciate that she was trying, that she was putting it all the way out there and hunting her shot, because those teammates were not setting easy looks up for her. They were not setting screens for her. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing, bro? Like, y'all don't understand how much that pissed me off the whole fucking game. Bro, let Paige play point guard. I don't know what the fuck is so hard about that, bro. Like, you don't even understand. So there's that as well. But I mean, hey, we finished in double figures, so we are leaving with something. And the fact that I believe Paige was leading the team in rebounding at some point, I think someone tweeted this, or like second in rebounding. Bro, that's what the power forwards and that's what the centers are supposed to be doing. How do you have your point guard leading in rebounding if you don't get the fucking rebound and box out? What is so hard about getting the rebound, bro? I don't understand that. She had 2 assists and everything like that. She could have had more, but one thing that frustrated me about the game is Dallas was blowing so many easy layups, bro. So many times I saw them completely bomb the layup and having so many turnovers. That was ridiculous. So I'm gonna add this in after because I was just so mad and everything like that. But I will say that Paige's mid-range jump shot feeds families. Okay, it's something that never gets tiring to see, and that's just something that is her shot. It's something so great to see. Hit some hard shots tonight and everything like that. Like I said, not her best shooting night and everything like that. Those shots will fall eventually. Turnovers, little things like that will be cleaned up eventually and everything like that. So I'm not worried. Paige has shown a lot. Everything will translate, and I like what she's doing so far. I don't think she completely shit the bed against a very good Minnesota Lynx team, so I think that there was some good stuff seeing there and everything like that. So I do have to add that because I thought that she had some great shots tonight, so I wanted to add that and everything like that. We see how everything goes and everything, but she had some tough shots, so I wanted to add that in because her mid-range never gets old, bro. It never gets old. I'm sorry. I mean, hey, she had 2 assists. She did have 1 block, okay? So she had a block last game, she had a block this game, and I think defensively there was a lot to like from Paige, okay? So there's that. Speaking of Paige's defense, I like this tweet. It was just saying, like, she's not afraid to get aggressive against feet. Paige had, 3 personal fouls, and I'm pretty sure, all of them were against Napheesacollier. At least, 2 of them were against Naphisa and everything like that. So this was the first one. I think the second one, she didn't even touch her. That wasn't even a foul and everything like that. But I love that she was embracing the contact and everything like that, and kind of, playing into it and everything like that. I mean, hey, she didn't get knocked on her ass and everything. She's been in the weight room and everything like that. She was taking the contact. She takes some shots and everything like that. Playing great defense, locking people up a few times. She got the block. So I think Paige's defense this game was actually pretty good. That's what I like about Paige, as I always say, is that she's a two-way player. You see how hard that she works on both ends of the floor. So defensively, I thought she was doing some good stuff. And I also agree with this tweet. It says, once again, the box score won't reflect it, but Paige has been really good defending off the ball. She created 3 deflections and 1 out of bounds turnover by pinning cutters on the baseline, shoots the gap, and beats the cutter shooter to her spot, uses the corners as a help defender. Okay, so I really agree with this. And then this is kind of continuing, just saying, for debut game, Paige is in a solid job, limiting Courtney Williams and Natasha Heideman's dribble penetration while also running Carly Samuelson off the 3-point line. So far, so good. So yeah, I think Paige defensively, you know, it was a decent showing. I think it was an improvement from the last game and everything like that. And she's always going to grow and grow and grow because her anticipation and everything, like, just, I made a video and it was Paige's highlights of this past season and everything on UConn. It's on my other YouTube channel, Anastasia Loves Hoops, and everything, and just rewatching all of her defense and everything like that. Her anticipation and just the way that she plays is really smart. So all that's going to translate, and I thought we saw some really good stuff in her in defense today. So I wanted to give some appreciation there because defense is very underrated in general. And then this is Paige's reaction to, I think it was like the second foul. Paige crash outs are so funny, bro. They're so funny. Like, she really couldn't believe it. She's like, you're really going to call the foul here? That was funny. I'm sorry. And then this was the tweet that I was kind of referencing earlier, saying, not even being biased when I say Paige should be the #1 option. Like, it's really that simple. When 5 is on the floor, every player should be looking to find her. Exactly. So many times you could tell she was looking to get the ball back. And once she passed the ball, she was not getting that shit back. And like I said, they got to develop team chemistry. It's only the first game and everything. But it really felt like a regression from the last game in a lot of respects, just in terms of how I saw them, you know, sharing the ball in transition, like too much hero ball, too many dumb shot attempts and everything like that. You got to have smarter shot selection and everything. The shot selection, I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Dijonaicarrington, she had some bad turnovers. I'm like, at this point, you need to pass the ball. There's just some point where you're getting too crowded in the paint. They're going to be there to take the ball. So you just need to pass the ball in that moment and not try to jack up shots. I thought that, you know, just the shot taking as a team, it wasn't the best. Okay, so there's that. I also agree with this too. It said Paige and Arike not getting the ball or even a screen set for them while the Lynx run is crazy to me. Then I also tweeted this, Paige having to do all the work creating by herself against a double team while no one even tries to screen for her. Exactly. And then this one too, Cole Kleinis needs to give Paige more offensive control. This one stood out to me too. Dallas has no idea what they're doing offensively. So yeah, in summation, there was some good stuff that I saw from Paige and everything. The shots are going to fall eventually and everything like that. Might have to be more selfish playing because they keep not getting her the ball back. The team chemistry has to develop and everything. It's the first game, I understand that. But it's just frustrating because I felt like it was a regression from what we saw in the last preseason game with how they were sharing the ball, the assists, what they were doing in transition. I feel like that wasn't really showing up. We had some good moments in transition, but overall, the Minnesota Lynx really were way better in transition, if we're being honest. So let's talk about everyone else. Dijonaicarrington had 15 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. So Dijonaicarrington had some really decent moments this game. I think they were trying to like inbound it and she got the steal, and then I think she gave it to Maddie Segrist for an easy layup. She got some good shots off and everything like that. I think she hit a 3. I think that she should probably take less threes. No shade, if I'm being honest with you guys. Let's hit the mid-range and let's get to the rim. No shade, if I'm being honest with you guys. And she had like 2 or 3 back-breaking turnovers. I'm just like, at that moment, it's not the best decision. But Dijonay is a great defensive player. I like Dijonaicarrington a lot and everything, and for her to still put up 15, it was a decent showing for her. So I like Dijonaicarrington. Arike, she had 16 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. So Arike, the shot selection wasn't great. There's multiple shots I saw, and I'm just like, you're just chucking it up there. There's no way that shit's going in. No shade. She had some fouls and everything like that. She was able to cash in at the free throw line at certain points. But I mean, hey, she still put up 16 points, so I think she's the leading scorer in the game. And then I already talked about Paige, and then Charles, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals. So congrats to her. I wasn't watching her a whole lot and everything like that, no shade. And then we have Maddie Segrist, 11 points, I think it's 2 rebounds, and then I think it's 1 assist. So she had some good moments here. And then she had some other moments. I'm just like, girl, what are you doing? But I still think that she should be in the starting lineup. I don't know why she wasn't starting. I'm going to say that every single time until he finally puts her in the starting lineup, because why isn't she starting? And then Hines Allen, I can't read what it says. I don't know how many points, but yeah, again, don't be trying to play point guard. Like, that shit pissed me off so bad. So I feel like I kind of gave my overall thoughts on what Dallas needs to do better there, and then also they have to play better defensively. And I saw this tweet, and it was like, Paige and Dijonay are the only ones playing defense, okay? And I could definitely agree with that at some points. And then there was a point where I literally saw someone just stand in the paint, and you let Fee go and get an easy layup on you. You're not even going to try to defend that. You're not even going to try. You might still get cooked, but let's fucking try on defense and everything like that. So defensively, they got to get better. Offensively, they have to do better, developing team chemistry and sharing the ball, and with their shot selection and everything like that. being better in transition, and just cleaning up the turnovers, because I saw a lot of back-breaking turnovers today. So yeah, I just felt like a regression from the last game, as I've already said. So you had that 15 turnovers, child. You had that as well. 5 of 14 from 3. You're not going to win games that way. I don't know. There's ways to improve. It's going to be the rest of Dallas and everything. Hines Allen, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. I don't think I could read that, but that's what she ultimately ended up having. 1 block. Ty Harris, 5 points. I think she hit a really good 3, if I remember correctly. 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Nalyssasmith had some good moments, and then she had some other moments. I'm just like, what are you doing? I don't know. 6 points, 4 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 block, and then we kind of have everyone else. So that's kind of that. Oh, McCowan. Oh, I forgot to get on McCowan ass again, bro. What the fuck is McCowan doing, bro? The amount of fouls that she racked up is fucking crazy. And how are you gonna let your point guard out rebound you? This is fucking crazy. I think she only has 3 rebounds, and I think Paige had 5 or 6 rebounds. How are you letting your point guard out rebound you, getting these dumbass fouls? The way, bro, like every time she goes on the court, she's going to piss me off. Like, it's giving, this is going to be my Erica Wheeler of this season, bro. When I watched the NFL last season and Erica Wheeler stepped on the floor, I don't even want to talk about it. It just wasn't good. So yeah, she pisses me off. She don't need to be, I don't want to see her playing at all. I know in the WNBA, they don't suspend contracts. They, have to pay them and everything. And yeah, that's one thing I like more about the NFL. If they really don't like a player, they'll fire them. They don't give a fuck. They'll pay them the money. I wish they would do that. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do at the center position. I think we have someone who might be coming to play center for us. So we definitely have to figure that out. Our bigs have to do better at boxing out and rebounding better. And so you have that situation and just getting in the paint. I agree with this. But why are our bigs constantly shooting threes and not getting in the paint? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. And then our guards are getting in the paint. It's supposed to be the other way around. So I very much agree with that. This is going to be an extra long video because I got to talk about Minnesota too. Okay, so Minnesota is also one of my teams, okay? And so Courtney Williams had a great game, 25 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, okay? That game with her and Fee, like, it was just killer. She just kept feeding Fee, and she hit some really good shots down the stretch. So, plus 24 on the floor, 66%. So, she had a really good game. Napheesacollier, I am heavily pushing for her for MVP, as I've already stated. She really cooked us, which I knew was going to happen, okay? Like, I just knew it was going to happen, but damn. 34 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Okay, like, she was on fire. There's no way around it. So there's that. Shepard had 15 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Miller had 13 points, 0 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steal. Carson, 3 points, 7 rebounds, I think 1 assist, 1 steal, and I can't read that one right there. And then here's everybody else, just so you can see the value that they add on there. At the end of the day, I think that we just got outplayed by Minnesota, which I didn't expect us to win this game. I thought there would be a better opportunity because McBride didn't play. We got cooked this bad, and no McBride, and I think Elena Smith wasn't playing. So I just knew we weren't going to win. I thought there would be a little bit more of an opportunity, but I knew we probably weren't winning. I mean, this is a team that went to the finals last year. So, I kind of knew we were going to get cooked and everything like that. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Shout out to this Minnesota Lynx team, the coaching. They just played better than us. And the thing that was really frustrating, too, is literally, like, the first half, I think we were tied at the half. And then the third quarter, like, they just beat our ass. And then the fourth quarter, they continued to beat our ass. It's just like, fuck. Like, just so many decisions and everything like that. And just a more experienced team. I think that their experience showed. And, I mean, that's just period. Also, I have to say, this was really funny. Dallas purposely allowing Fee to score so everyone can get the DoorDash discount. And I think it's like, if a player scores 40, they get a discount. So I thought that was funny as hell. And then, yeah, here's the starting lineup for Dallas. I'm glad that they finally put it in order of, like, who's supposed to start where and everything. I thought Hines Allen was the guard this whole time, so I guess, that's me. I fucked it up. But I kind of gave my overall thoughts. Like I said, we'll see how everything develops down the stretch and everything like that. Getting their rotations right is so important. Playing great defense and team basketball is the way. I can't deal with this selfish basketball. I can't deal with Chicago Sky Part 2 of last season. I can't get that PTSD. I want to have my joy back, so, it has to be got together, from a coaching perspective and everything like that. There's just so many things that have to improve. Paige being in ball, her and Arike being number 1 and number 2 scoring options is, essential to this team being successful, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. The first half, I was having fun. The second half, I wanted to jump off a bridge. So let me know what you guys think down below. Okay, there's so many more games to play. I have to stress that and everything like that. But always want to give my takes as I see everything go. Shout out to Napheesacollier. Shout out to the Lynx. I'm a fan of them as well. We'll see how everything develops, but that's my thoughts.